Breaking up is never easy. But saying goodbye to your old clunky work tools? Well, that's easy. Just repeat after me. It's not me, it's definitely you. You rigid, unfriendly software. It's time to freshen things up with Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love to use. With stunning dashboards, customizable templates, and built-in AI that actually works, switching to a new work platform has never felt this good. So move on to Monday.com.
I'm no tech genius, but I knew if I wanted my business to crush it, I needed a website now. Thankfully, Bluehost made it easy. I customized, optimized, and monetized everything exactly how I wanted with AI. In minutes, my site was up. I couldn't believe it. The search engine tools even helped me get more site visitors. Whatever your passion project is, you can set it up with Bluehost. With their 30-day money-back guarantee, what have you got to lose? Head to Bluehost.com to start now.
Welcome back to another episode of Investies. I'm your host, Linda Garcia, and this week on the podcast, we are going to discuss time. Kendrick Lamar and Drake have reminded me of the value of our time. Ever since I started to deep dive into the realm of money and investing, I quickly understood that time is one of our most valuable assets. I realized that time is of paramount importance, that investing in yourself is crucial. I also realized that it is important for us to be equally present. In other words, not just investing our time into knowledge that can potentially make our present moment more valuable or more rich, but to just be present in the moment. While some may argue that events like the Drake and the Kendrick Lamar diss tracks going back and forth because your girl refuses to call it a rap battle, while these events compared to global issues are trivial, I believe that this cultural shift in music that is currently taking place and we are all witnessing are a reflection of a broader societal change that is currently unfolding worldwide. Becoming a young mom at just 14 years old and facing a lot of judgment within my own home, within my realm of friends, at school, by strangers, it really forced me to take a look at who I was and my value. There was a moment in time where I really felt like I was not valuable, like I had nothing to contribute because I felt like that was what everyone around me was telling me. I was able to really quiet down the noise outside of me and turn internally and listen to myself and reflect on what my intuition, God source, whatever it is that you believe in, that voice inside, reflect on what that voice was telling me, which was something that was completely different than the noise that I was hearing outside. It was through that experience that I got really into taking in what I would call now conscious content. Content that edified me, that uplifted me, but still gave me the freedom of expression that was true to who I was. And so for me, a lot of that was conscious rap music. I also want to be very clear that just because I listened to conscious rap music, that didn't mean that I wasn't listening to unconscious rap music, because I was. I also had a lot of rage that I was facing, and at this time, we're looking at the 90s, there was a lot of rap music that I resonated with that also gave me an outlet to release my rage. But as I grew older and as I matured, I started to gravitate more towards things that really uplifted me, and I started to let go. And maybe it was through the unconscious content. I started to release and let go of the anger and the hate that I had based on circumstances that I was currently moving through, that I felt a victim of. In my opinion, one of the most powerful experiences of going inward is understanding that there is so much negative and there is so much positive within, and allowing for both of those experiences to sort of breathe within you, to not suppress one over the other. And I think a lot of the times, at least for me growing up, it was you're either bad or you're good. It wasn't this whole place where we are both bad and we are both good. The acceptance of that for me was so important. And so when I refer to conscious music, it's not something that is only received as positive. It's the ability to identify the negative and dark parts of you and move towards overcoming those experiences or moving through those experiences, not denying them, but also embracing them. Investing time into myself and identifying who I am, what my likes are, what my desires are, what my aspirations are, has really paid off for me. And a big part of that exploration required me to think critically. Many times, especially as we're young, we believe what everyone outside of us is telling us, not knowing that the only one that actually holds the truth about ourselves is ourselves, despite our experience in life and despite our age. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of pop culture content is content that doesn't give us the space to critically think. It is just going along with an external opinion, an easy perspective of something. It doesn't really challenge our internal beliefs or poses any questions. And this is very reflective of the news. This is very reflective of not just music, not just pop news, but news on anything, global news that is taking place, where we are continuously fed one-sided information or information that lacks any depth. I believe critical thinking is a muscle that requires continuous exercise. However, many pieces of content that currently exist lack the space for critical thinking. Kendrick Lamar's work has really reminded me of the importance of creating internal time and space so that I can have opportunities of reflection. Honestly, it has been wild to see how much public reflection is taking place since these diss tracks have been dropped. Again, I want to say that what we are witnessing is a reflection of all of the changes that need to take place on a global perspective. As we watch what is taking place in Rafah, as we watch what is taking place on college campuses, and I really see this clear desire to no longer take in what the main stage is asking us to take in without any question. There's this desire to see for yourself, to read for yourself, to understand for yourself, to build a perspective, formulate an opinion by yourself. It's not anymore about what is taking place on the main stage. It is now about what is taking place on what was always pushed to the side. We're going to take a short break, and when we get back, we are going to identify several reasons on how time is our most valuable asset. Investies Every single week, I head over to Apple Podcasts and I check to see if you have rated and reviewed the podcast. And some of you have. And I want to tell you all, thank you so much. I see you and I read you. Some of you haven't though, and I get it. We're super busy. You've got things to do. You're picking up the kids. You've got to go to work, all the things. I'm busy too. I just want to ask you to please, if you can take some time, head over to Apple Podcasts, rate and review us. This helps to push our content further into the algorithm so more folks can discover us. There are very limited voices that are speaking on finance in this way, like myself as a Latina, and I just want to let Apple Podcasts know that our voices matter. And a sure way to do that is by you heading over to the app, giving us a rating, and writing a review. Every single time you write a review, I jump up for joy. So, keep me jumping over here. And I understand you're busy. Just please take 5 minutes and do that for me, please. And thank you.
Work management platforms. Endless onboarding, IT bottlenecks, admin requests. But what if things were different?
We found love in an open space.
Monday.com is different. No lengthy onboarding. Beautiful reports in minutes. Custom workflows you can build on your own. Easy to use prompt-free AI. Turns out you can love a work management platform. Monday.com, the first work platform you'll love to use.
You know what makes every outfit look better? The right bra from Third Love. Their bras make it easy to get ultimate cleavage, a smooth look, or even stop your shirt buttons from pulling. They make over 60 sizes, including half cups you won't find anywhere else. So you'll find your perfect fit. Third Love solves bra problems, or what they call brablems. Real women test every style they make. Comfort and support are guaranteed. So stop settling for bad bras. You deserve better. Get your problem solved today. Save $15 on your first order with code PODCAST15 at thirdlove.com.
And we're back. Time is a limited resource. It is finite. We don't have much of it. And to take it a step further, we can't quantify how much of it we actually have. We also have absolutely no way to recover the time that we've already lost. And so it's important for us to understand how valuable this commodity is. Time is an opportunity for growth. We can work on improving ourselves. It allows for us to gain knowledge and experience as well as skills that can enhance our lives. Time gives us the runway to achieve our goals. It provides us with necessary duration to work towards our aspirations, whether those are personal or professional. Time invokes the creation of memories. We can engage in meaningful experiences with our loved ones, and these memories can bring fulfillment and happiness. Time can provide us with health and well-being. If we invest the time to care for our physical, our mental, and our emotional well-being, then we are more likely to have a fruitful life. Reflection and self-awareness. Time allows for us to reflect on our experiences, on the actions we've taken, any decisions we've made, and improve our perspective, improve just our overall experience moving forward. And then value perspective. Time helps us to gain perspective. I love gaining perspective. I love that we all have access to gaining perspective. It allows us to prioritize our values, our goals, our relationships, and the type of life that we want to live. And the last one is legacy. Time gives us the opportunity to leave a lasting legacy that can impact those that we come in contact with. It doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything monumental. I know for me, some of my teachers from high school truly left a legacy within me that is affecting my children and will most definitely affect my children's children. It's just about being present on what we're contributing to people that we're coming in contact with on a day-to-day basis. Or you know what? Let me run that back real quick. Legacy can be something that is taking place on a day-to-day basis, but you know what? It can also be something monumental. It can be something like writing a book, getting it published that will now live as a resource in libraries and across college campuses that can potentially change lives. It can be something like creating a podcast and sharing your existing knowledge that can also impact and change lives. It can be running for office, standing up for something, writing legislation. It can also be really big and monumental because we're worthy of that and we are capable of that. I don't know why I tried to shrink that, but all of those opportunities are accessible to us in whatever capacity we want to take steps towards it. That's this week's episode. You're listening to Investies, a Cosmic Standard and In Luz We Trust production. I'm your host, Linda Garcia, and a special thank you to the team, Asia Simpson, Eliza Smith, and Jacob Winnick.
We all know that owning a small business means you wear many hats, but sometimes you really need an extra pair of hands. Upwork is how good companies find great and trusted freelance talent. With more than 2 decades of experience, with the simple and ambitious goal of pioneering a better way of working, companies at every stage turn to Upwork to get things done and find more flexibility in staffing key projects and initiatives. They access a global marketplace filled with top talent in IT, web dev, marketing, and more. Posting a job on Upwork is easy. With no cost to join, you can register, browse freelancer profiles, and get help drafting a job post or even book a consultation. From there, you connect with freelancers that get you and can easily hire them and take your business to the next level. Visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. That's Upwork.com to post your job for free and connect with top talent ready to help your business grow. That's UPWORK.com, Upwork.com.